Diddy loses control in court as Justin Bieber supports Cassie. Bieber's public support for Cassie triggers courtroom eruption. I will definitely testify. He is an evil person and will pay for his actions. Justin Bieber made these statements about Diddy. Did they have previous issues? Why did Bieber decide to testify against Diddy? Bieber's public backing of Cassie triggers courtroom eruption. What in the world just happened in the Diddy trial? Day 2 took an explosive turn, not just from what was said inside the courtroom, but from a powerful show of solidarity outside it. Let's dive into the dramatic fallout after Justin Bieber publicly voiced his support for Cassie, allegedly sending Diddy into a tailspin in court. The provided text sets the stage for a tense day 2 of the trial. Even before Bieber's involvement, what was the initial atmosphere like in the courtroom? The description mentions hidden signs of tension in the security setup and Diddy's behavior. What were these subtle indicators that suggested a volatile environment? And how did Cassie's presence reportedly contrast with Diddy's team? This contrast could speak volumes about the perceived power, dynamics and the emotional weight of the proceedings. Then comes the unexpected twist. Justin Bieber publicly supports Cassie. How did Bieber express this support? Was it a social media post, a statement to the press, or something else? And what was the immediate impact of this public display on the courtroom proceedings? The headline suggests it triggered Diddy's loss of control. What specific actions or outbursts did Diddy allegedly exhibit in response to Bieber's support? Let's dissect the key elements highlighted in this developing story. Day 2 courtroom atmosphere. Even before Bieber's public support, the courtroom on Day 2 was apparently charged with tension. The text hints at this through the hidden signs, insecurity and Diddy's demeanor. What specific observations pointed to this underlying tension? Was the security unusually tight? Did Diddy appear anxious, angry, or otherwise agitated? Understanding the initial atmosphere helps contextualize his alleged reaction later. What was the mood among Cassie and her team? Justin Bieber's public support for Cassie. This is the catalyst for the alleged courtroom drama. How did Justin Bieber publicly support Cassie? Was it a direct message of encouragement, a statement condemning Diddy, or a more subtle show of solidarity? The nature and visibility of Bieber's support likely played a role in Diddy's reported reaction. Bieber, being a prominent figure himself, lending his voice to Cassie's side could be seen as a significant development, potentially influencing public perception and perhaps even the dynamics within the courtroom. Why might Bieber have chosen to publicly support Cassie? Did he have prior knowledge or a personal connection to the situation? Diddy's reaction and outburst. The core of the catchy headline revolves around Diddy losing it in court following Bieber's public support. What exactly did this alleged loss of control entail? Was it a verbal outburst, a physical display, or something else? The intensity of his reaction would speak volumes about the perceived impact of Bieber's actions. Did he direct his reaction at anyone in particular? Cassie, her legal team, or perhaps even the news of Bieber's support? The details of this alleged outburst are crucial to understanding the drama of the moment. Judge's response and security changes. If Diddy did indeed lose control in court, what was the judge's reaction? Were there any immediate consequences or warnings issued? The text also mentions security changes. Did Diddy's alleged outburst lead to increased security measures within the courtroom? This would suggest that his reaction was significant enough to warrant intervention. What kind of security changes were implemented? Just Holly's analysis aims to provide insight into these unfolding events. What is their take on the connection between Bieber's public support and Diddy's alleged courtroom behavior? They pose the question, how did a social media post lead to such a dramatic courtroom meltdown? This highlights the unexpected power of public sentiment and celebrity influence on legal proceedings. What is Just Holly's perspective on the true dynamic between Diddy and Cassie? As potentially revealed by this incident, the narrative suggests a potential psychological impact of Bieber's support on Diddy. Perhaps it amplified the public scrutiny, or made him feel increasingly isolated. Whatever the reason, the alleged meltdown indicates a significant emotional response. To truly understand the gravity of this situation, we need more details about Bieber's specific show of support and Diddy's subsequent reaction. However, the premise itself, a celebrity publicly backing one party in a high-profile trial and allegedly causing the other party to lose control in court, is inherently dramatic and attention-grabbing. This development adds another layer of complexity to the already intense Diddy trial. It highlights the intersection of celebrity culture, public opinion, and legal proceedings. Bieber's support could be seen as a form of public validation for Cassie, potentially emboldening her and putting further pressure on Diddy. The question remains, why did Bieber choose this moment to voice his support? Was it a spontaneous reaction to something that occurred during day 2 of the trial, or was it a premeditated action? His motivations could shed further light on the dynamics at play. And what about Diddy's alleged reaction? Losing control in court can have serious repercussions. It could be perceived negatively by the judge and potentially influence the proceedings. We eagerly await more details on Bieber's support and the specifics of Diddy's reported outburst.